Hello, Namaste, Salam, and Sat Sri Akal. I'm Sadir Valedi, resident faculty in the marketing area, teaching a Term 6 course called AITP, AI Tooling for Product Marketing. Let me present a quick 3-minute course introduction video. Walk with me, please. First off, one might ask, is this yet another AI for something course? No. Yes and no in some sense, right? Most AI courses stop at prompting. Okay? I mean, this one will start at prompting, and effectively it goes all the way to product and shipping. I mean, that's the idea here. So if you see this one here, most courses, you might have something like write me a product email. What is the output? It's a product email. The email is the output. I mean, that's about it. We've stopped with prompting. So the interaction with AI goes as far as prompting. But in this course, AITP, we go beyond that. The idea is to automate the process of writing emails in some sense. So what you would get on this side, as you can see, is a brand aligned email generator. I mean, that's a product. Okay. It's an automated process product. I mean, that's basically what we will try to build in this course. So you move from using a chatbot, which is current SOTA. SOTA is state of the art. The current state of the art, most people, certainly in marketing, what they're doing is, we're going to write some prompts, we'll do some fancy Gen AI image generation, and that's about it. But it goes way beyond that, and we'll see how in this course. What we are going to look at is how do you build and orchestrate the machine itself. There's a bunch of agents you got to coordinate that will do specific tasks that will, in some sense, automate these processes. Yeah. So this prompt prototype to product, I mean, this entire process can be automated, can be coordinated, can be orchestrated. Yeah. Let me show you. Course prereqs and requirements. You might say, well, it looks like a technical course, tech heavy and so on. However, I'd like to mention zero prior coding or tech experience is needed. And I mean that seriously. Okay. So we're going to use free no-code, low-code tools. Think about a Colab, a Streamlit, a Supabase, our Studio. We'll treat AI as your pair programmer. So if you basically look at all that is there in product management, user experience, the UX part coming from user needs, product management coming from business goals, predictions coming from data science, and the actual development, technical delivery, implementation also coming up, all combining to give you product. We are going to focus more on user needs and business goals. That's what we bring to the table. The machine, the AI, will actually walk us through most of the development and the model building, predictive model building phase. So what do you bring? You bring product sense and business logic. Yep. User needs, business needs. The AI handles the coding, the syntax, the architecting, and so on. That part will be taken care of. So the bottom line is our focus in AITP is how to build and not how to debug. Okay, so build products, build automated processes that can be deployed and shared and distributed with others. Okay, and so all of this coming through. And no prior coding experience is required. If you can write a memo, you can basically write enough to spin up an AI agent. All right, future-proof your product management career. So top companies nowadays don't want product managers who just use AI, right? I mean, they want product managers who can orchestrate AI, all right? So there's a bunch of processes, there's a bunch of tools going on. What you want is not ad hoc solutions to one thing at a time. You want a system. You want an orchestrated system in some sense, right? So which is what we are going to try to build here, yeah? What are the things that you'll be looking at? So if you consider the modern or the post-modern, let's say, the post-AI marketing tech stack, so we're going to look at RAG to ground messaging and facts, retrieval augmented generation. We're going to look at AI agents, and we're going to look at fine-tuning. Okay. So basically, the bottom and the right of this particular chart. So prompt engineering is anyway there. Okay. We aren't going to get into building our own LLM, but we will look at fine-tuning existing LLMs to kind of make them more amenable to our purposes and so on, to our context. We'll look at RAG, which grounds LLMs in what can be retrieved, so ground truth basically. and AI agentic frameworks, which by the time the course comes about, which should be around Jan Feb, I believe, would be way more advanced than they are now. Mm. You learn to evaluate models, so there's going to be this context engineering bit. There's going to be business metrics. I mean, so which LLM do you choose? Why do you choose one over the other? How do you set up an evaluation task for an LLM to judge how good it is for your task in your industry, in your context? That is the kind of thing we're talking about here. Yeah. The course mirrors the exact capability stack the job market will be hiring for. I mean, this is, my 2 cents, but just putting it out there. In terms of assessment details, there's 3 assessment components in line with what I've done in the past. So there's individual assignments, and this will include CP, some small surveys and so on. Nothing much here. There's group assignments. The major part, 50% of course grade, is group assignments. Groups of up to 5 people, and you're going to be building shippable products effectively. That's the idea. And finally, there'll be an open book exam. Open book, you don't have to mug anything. You can bring all your material. Yeah, and it's MCQs on top of it. So it's this is about a third of the course grade. Yeah, so it would be there. But by then, term 6, my guess is, you've kind of, the grades don't matter as much. You're here for the learning part. Yeah. So I hope the exam is not going to result in very few enrollments. Well, we'll see. Call to action, don't speculate and ship. I mean, this is basically it. In 10 sessions, we are going from, can you rewrite this email, all the way to here's my, live AI-based launch tool. The aim is to have you leave this class with a portfolio of working tools, okay? Something that can be showcased, something that belongs to you. Not just a letter grade, I mean, that will anyway come, right? So if you look at it, there's discovery, there's delivery, there's distribution, all these 3 major kind of issues in product marketing and how AI impacts them, we are going to look at rather closely. Yeah. Detect, design, build, deploy, lead, you get it, right? So AI tooling for product marketing, enrollment opens soon. I hope to see at least some of you in the classroom. Yeah. Bye.